welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial. I'm going to be doing this look right here. I'm using two pigments that I really love from MAC. The first one is MAC Tan Pigment, which I've talked about several times before. I love to use this in the summer. I like to use it in the winter. It's just a really beautiful color. I have the sample size because that's how I do, and I don't ever think that I will ever get through a whole pigment from MAC, so I tend to just buy the sample sizes. And then the other one I saw Jaclyn Hill use in a tutorial, so naturally I had to buy it. And this is the pigment in Heritage Rouge. It's a beautiful color. It's like an eggplant shimmering beautiful color. I love pigments. I love that they're easy to use because all you have to do is wet them with something and it's bam, full on color, no fallout, just the most intense shine, and just they're beautiful. They're so yummy. So these are the two pigments that I'm going to be using today. I wanted to tell you also that MAC has these in a set. They have them, I think it's a five or 4 piece set for like 30 bucks, which I think is a really great deal. I already had pigment, two of the pigments in that set, which is Tan and Rose, and it comes with this one too. So I think it's a really cute set. I still might pick it up because, I mean, I don't know, maybe I will run out of this sometime in the future. Who knows? But it's a really cute set, and I do think that it's worth the 30 bucks. So yeah, enough yapping. I'm just going to go ahead and get into the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't think I have anything else to say. How do you guys like my Chiva? Isn't it cute? If you don't know what a Chiva is, it's a little it's like a bus from Colombia, and like everybody puts their stuff up here. It's just really cute, so I thought I'd put it there. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I'll catch you guys later. So I started off with some lip treatment from First Aid Beauty, and then I also already primed my eyes with MAC Paint Today Paint Pot, of course. And I started already, I don't know where the first clip of this is, but I'm just using that shade from the Lorac Unzipped palette. It is in the shade Unconditional, and I'm just going to put that on my crease as, you guessed it, a transitional color. And I'm just using a big Sigma E40, it's a big fluffy brush, just to soften that all into the crease. And then I'm taking this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Moonstone, and I'm going to put that right on the inner corner. And I did that just because I really wanted the inner corner to be really nice and highlighted. So I wanted to use kind of like a tackier base so that the eyeshadow, when I put it on top, is going to be a lot brighter and more intense. Then I went in with MAC Tan Pigment, and of course I wet my brush. It's a really pretty bronzy rosy color, and I'm just going to apply that to the, I would say, inner half of the eye, up to where my pupil is, and I'm just gonna drag that color all along the the eyelid. Then I went in with MAC Heritage Rouge, and I wet my brush, of course, and then I'm just gonna place that on the rest of the eyelid. And we're just gonna try to really blend where Tan Pigment and Heritage Rouge starts. So I just do that by going back and forth with my brush. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is an, what is this? A Sigma E25, or it could be a MAC 217, either or. And I'm just using that brush just to soften up the entire look. I'm just going to go over the entire eyelid, the outer corner, I mean. Then I'm going back to Unbridled, and I'm going to start creating some definition in the crease with a, what kind of brush is this? Yeah, again, a MAC 217. I'm just going to put that right on the inner corner. I didn't want to use anything too dark because I didn't want it to be so intense. I just wanted some slight definition because I still wanted the look to be kind of soft. So that's what I'm doing there. Then I'm going back to Unconditional. I'm going to take this wispy brush. I always forget the number of it, but I will leave it down below. And I'm just going to go over the outermost corners of the eye. I'm just going to go over all of the work that we just did. I just want to really emphasize that color, and it just really softens everything. Then I'm taking Undercover, and I'm going to put that right underneath the brow bone as the highlight. It really does a great job of highlighting. I love it. And I'm also going to bring that in the inner corner as well. And it's all about layering, so I'm going back 210 pigment, and I wet my brush again, and then I'm just gonna layer this over everything as far as the inner corner goes, or the inner half of the eye. Just want to make sure that this color is visible and it stands out, and it'll also really help blend both pigments together. It's just so pretty. I also picked up a little bit of Heritage Rouge on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going over and kind of just stamping it on just to help it blend a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to line it against my eye, and I'm just going to swipe. It's going to help really define the eyes, the eyeshadow look, and clean up. Then I'm going to take my moisturizer. It is daytime. Well, it was daytime. So I'm using the Olay Complete something. It just has SPF 30 in it. So I'm just going to apply that to my face because it is dry. Then I'm going to move on to eyebrows. I'm using Maybelline's Definer Brow, which I have a love-hate relationship with because, I don't know, I think this color is a little too light for me. But at this point, I'm just really trying to use it all up so that I can move on to other pencils that I have. Then I'm using the Brow Drama from Maybelline, and I really like this because it doesn't apply as much color, but it definitely applies a little bit, and it still tames your brows. So far so good. And I'm also going to highlight underneath my brow. I'm using Benefit's Highbrow, and it's a really nice creamy pencil, and it just really highlights. I'm just using an angled brush here just to blend that all out. For foundation, I'm using Ready Set Gorgeous from Covergirl. It's one of my favorite. I use it in the color 210, and I'm just using this big fat brush from Tarte to buff it all into the skin. I really like this foundation because it has really great coverage. It's not too matte, but it definitely still isn't too shiny. It's just a really nice finish, and I love it. For concealer, I'm using LA Girl Pro Conceal. It is a really good concealer. It is very similar to NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the way that it feels. It's more of a drier texture, but the coverage is amazing with it, and I really like it. I got it online off eBay somewhere. It's only like $2 or $3, so a really great concealer for a really great price. Okay, Rimmel Stay Matte underneath the eyes just to set that concealer because it will crease. So I'm just using an e.l.f. blush brush to apply that. And then I'm going to just line my eyes. I'm using Maybelline Master Precise liquid liner, which is not the best wearing liquid liner I've used, but again, I'm just trying to use up the stuff that I have because I do not want to be wasteful. I like how it applies. I like the applicator. I just don't like when it smears if you get it too close to your tear duct. Okay, bronzer, Benefit Hoola. I'm really trying to use this up, this bronzer. I've been working on it for a while. I'm just using an e.l.f. Kabuki brush to apply it because it applies it a lot softer, not as intense as I usually go. I'm trying this new thing where I don't pile on bronzer. But yeah, it's just going to give me nice color and it's not going to be too intense. Okay, moving on. Bobbi Brown highlighter in Pink Glow. I'm using the same e.l.f. blush brush that I used before to set my eyes. I'm just going to kind of just put that right on the tops of my cheekbones. I also go on the bridge of my nose. I don't know if I show you. And I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then I just also decided I needed some in the inner corners of my eyes. So I just used an e.l.f. contour. I think it's a contour brush. Something like that on the inner corners. Okay, mascara, I use Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I'm going back to Heritage Rouge, and I'm just going to apply that to the bottom lash line. I'm using a MAC 239 brush. I'm just going to work that back and forth. And then I just took this fluffy brush. It's like an angled blending brush, and it just really helps to further blend the pigment out. I'm going to use Urban Decay Perversion pencil to tightline and also waterline. And for lips, I wanted to go soft. I used Rimmel East End Snob lip liner, and I just filled my lips in with that completely. It's just one of my favorite lip liners of all time. It's a really soft pink, and it's really long wearing too. If you line your lips with it, you can pretty much just use it as a lipstick. But I did want to top it. I used Maybelline's Lust for Blush lipstick. It's a matte lipstick, and I wasn't feeling matte. I don't know. I usually love matte lipsticks, but not for this look. So I did top it with Buxom's White Russian lip gloss, which is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love how it feels on the lips. It's not sticky at all. I always thought that this lipstick would be thick and sticky for some reason, but it's not. It's really nice. I almost ended this video without blush. Like, who does that? I'm going to use NARS Sin Blush, and I'm going to apply that to my cheeks. I'm using my Sigma F10, and of course, because I love blush, I always go overboard. I don't know what it is, but I just get so excited when I see color on my cheeks, and I keep going and going and going. So I do go over it with my foundation brush just to blend that out a little bit and not have it be so intense, but I can't help myself ever. I also do go back to my Bobbi Brown highlighter, and I apply a little bit more on my Cupid's bow. I just really like how that looks, and it just makes your lips look super pretty. So I put a little bit more. And that's it. That is going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!